right, real estaters. Welcome to another week of real estate. There's not many weeks left. Better get your deal done this week if you want it to close by the end of the year.
Winter's coming.
A couple availabilities real quick. 3450 Bethlehem, 26,787 square feet on 3.41 acres. We'll also divide that space. Zone K, heavy industrial, Todd Hubbard and David Gwynn. 1230 South J. Elmer Turner Freeway, 11,000 feet on 7 acres paved, 10 gross. We can expand it a little bit. Call me on that. 4730 Bronze Way, that fell out of contract. Womp womp. And so it's back available if you got a 1031 buyer or somebody that wants to buy investments. Call Austin Marsh at Sands Investment Group. Parkside, we have several availabilities there for lease. Contact Jack Mercer, and for sale, call Chase Miller. And then we have Dividend Drive down in San Antonio, 15,494 square feet on 1.4 acres. Call Colin at Lano Realty Partners. All right. So this week on the economic calendar, first off, I voted yesterday. Have you voted yet?
No.
You need to go vote, Will.
Yes, I know.
It's early voting.
I know.
I walked right in. I went at like 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Just walked right up.
Threw that dart in there.
Got it done, you know. Did you listen to the Trump Joe Rogan podcast yet?
Yes, I watched it actually on YouTube.
You watched it?
Yeah, it's pretty. Man, he's the
best. They tell him he's great. I think he's the best.
He's the best. It was just pretty normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you listen to it all?
I'm about halfway through it.
Yeah. So. I fell asleep on the last, I got maybe 20, 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
So.
Initial jobless claims out this week. Forecast 235. Previous was 227. So it's coming down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Pending home sales. Forecast is down 0.2 of a point. Previous was up 0.6 of a point. Hourly wages comes out. It's like it's going to remain flat at 4% year over year increase. And U.S. unemployment is sitting at 4.1%. Looks like that's what it was previously, and that's what they're estimating this time. The U.S. debt, how much did we put on?
22.
60.
Jeez, mister.
I wonder if Trump's really going to address that. We'll track it. If he gets in, we'll track it through his presidency.
Well,
I don't think
we're
Kamala
going to track
will.
it regardless.
Him and Joe Rogan talked about that. He's like, well, I was going to reduce the debt, then COVID happened, and
but did you hear? Oh, maybe you haven't gotten this point. He was just saying, he's like, he kind of had a little finance hack there. He was like, well, if our gross domestic
the assets.
Yeah, he's like, if we have asset growth, but our leverage is not growing. Well, then we're under leveraged. And I was like, dude, see, this is okay, great. You're not paying down the debt. You're just beefing up the inflating assets. You're inflating assets. You're like, revenue's up. We're under leverage. Let's go get more debt.
He's like, we got mountains. Oh, it's pretty funny.
Have you did you get to the water part yet?
Yeah. They're going over the water in California.
Yeah. Did you hear about the whales yet?
No. Okay. No. They just finished up talking about fights, and they're starting. I'm at the point where they're starting to talk about make America healthy again.
Yeah.
So, all right, the Dow down 1,100 points last week.
Yep.
Lost a little traction. S&P 5808 down 56 points. The NASDAQ closed out at 18,518, up 29. West Texas crude, that closed out at $67.15 a barrel, down 3.27. And the 5-year Treasury closed out at 4.07, and the 10-year at 4.25. So rates really are not coming down if you're looking at
I was talking
insurance,
to
life co debt or anything like that. SOFR's at 4.83.
I was talking to DK about this.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, especially in multifamily, there was like a 30-day window where things got really sick. But on our side, generally things have not changed.
Real estate services lead last week in real estate stocks. REIT Specialty was second, and REIT Healthcare was third. On the 1 month performance, you got REIT Office leading it. Fake news. Real Estate Services in second, and Real Estate Specialty in third. On the 3 month performance, it's Healthcare, Services, and Specialty. So, term of the week. You got a term?
Dark value.
Dark value. What does that mean, Will?
My understanding of it and explanation. Also, this came from Will Ganowski, so shout out to David Wilganowski.
Okay.
That a location was no longer needed by the tenant, but they're still willing to pay rent, even though it was dark, so there's still value there. Is that the way you've heard it explained?
Yeah, dark value. Sounds like very low value.
Yeah.
So
When there's nobody in space, bad things happen.
well, there you go, guys. Use that, you capital markets brokers, when you're selling a vacant space that's paying rent. Dark value.
Dark value.
Instead of strong commitment to the site because they're not there. Dark value opportunity.
Yeah. There's no commitment to this site.
Yeah. All right. Football picks. It's called Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Hello.
My name is Jeff. Yeah. Do you know what that's from, Jeff?
My name was Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Do you know?
Is that like I was like the comedian, right?
There's 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
When they're having the drug meeting and they're the Mexican cartel guys. They go, "Who's your friend?" He goes, "My name is Jeff."
Yes, I do remember that now.
All right. Well, let's see real quick. Last week I was 6-7. You were 10-5-1 with your double plays. So double plays boosted you up. So
That's where the action is, Jeremy. And Will owes me a double espresso.
I do.
What'd you lose, Will?
Well, I went against him on the pit pick.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
Pitt's undefeated, right?
I know. We're tearing it up.
Mhm.
Wow.
They're good.
Jeff, they hammered Syracuse.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Thrashing.
Yep. So
They come to
I'll have-
Dallas this week
They
for
do.
the Ponies.
that's right.
The second best team in Texas. So
I don't know. That's probably a tough call now. Their A&M's playing so
Yeah,
well.
I know. I hate to say it, but I think they're probably real.
Them booger pickers.
Them booger pickers. Booger pickers.
Why are they booger pickers?
What do you remember?
You toured with Mark, the
Well,
guy.
we have this broker we work with in Marble Falls, and he's a Longhorn, but his daughters go to Tech, and he was like, "I'm just glad you're not one of them Aggie booger pickers."
I think it had something to do with like either UT used to publish cartoons like in the 50s and 60s about like the rivalries and relevant news. And I think they called A&M booger pickers in the cartoons or something
Yeah.
like that. That's kind of the reference.
So
Funny.
If anybody knows any more on that, though, let us know. We might be totally wrong.
well, Jeff, let's get to it. What do you got?
Sure. I'm going to take FIU. Now, I saw on your deal, you're at 9.5 on FIU. I was looking on ESP and I had 7.5, but whatever. I'm going
Yeah.
to take FIU there versus New Mexico State.
Okay.
I think we're on the opposite ends here. I think Miami's going to win, but I like all those points in Duke.
Yeah.
Give me Duke at 20 points.
I don't disagree, but I just feel like I got to keep rolling with Miami.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Do your thing, Jeremy. Do your thing. I think this is at least a double pick. Army first half.
Yep.
My only thing about the game is, will they totally disrespect Air Force? I think they're going to pull way back. in the second half on this game because
Yeah.
they're all on the same team in some sense. And Air Force is terrible. Their
Air
only
Force
win
is-
is against Merrimack. Do you know where Merrimack is?
No, where?
It's in New Hampshire.
Oh.
Yeah, I know all the too much about New Hampshire.
Yeah, they are not good.
No, and Army's really good.
Yeah,
So
they are.
I'm going to take the Northwestern Purdue under. These
Okay.
are two bad teams. I'm not sure how they're going to score 46 total points.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with the Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt.
I like it. I'm taking that one too. I mean, they almost beat Texas.
They're a good team. That's
Yeah.
what no one wants to admit. It's
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
it wasn't Alabama was maybe it was a fluke, but then they backed it up with Kentucky and
Mhm.
they could have won last week.
Yeah.
So Oregon minus 14.5 against Michigan.
I got this. I like that.
I think they're good.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but because there's no line for it yet. But if I can get Florida team total under 14, I'm going to take it because I
Yeah.
think Georgia, they're not going to get past the 50 on Georgia.
They might not. This is a big game for them. This
Yeah.
is the what do they call it? The largest cocktail party in the world. It's in Jacksonville.
I'd love to go.
Yeah, it would be fun.
You guys
What
can
kind
get
of
your
cocktails?
All the tails, all the cocktails.
Mint juleps. They serve mint juleps.
I'm sure you could get one there. That's more of a Kentucky Derby thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more your style, right? That's your
yes.
Kentucky Derby lifestyle.
I've been to that before. That was a very white privilege thing I've done.
Told Dad.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Florida to cover 16. I feel like they're going to get up and play. I don't know. They came off a bye. I don't know. But Georgia could totally decimate them too. So who knows?
Yeah, they may cover that, but I still think I just don't know if they're going to score much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't.
You got Oregon here. I like Oregon to just beat up
And
Michigan. They're not the Michigan of last year.
I'm taking my Hoosiers.
Of
Hoosiers all the
course.
way.
Of course.
You should.
Hoosiers. I've been on Hoosiers all year.
Mm-hmm.
-7.
Yep.
Florida State is horrible. They
Yeah.
haven't scored more than 14 points in a game, I don't think, this year.
Oh.
I saw that their quarterback, DJU,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
he only has 4 touchdowns on the season
Oh my
That's not good.
gosh.
in 7 games.
Yeesh.
What?
Uh,
It seemed like a joke. I had to fact check that a few times.
that is terrible. That is
So North Carolina -2.
okay. I like that.
I'm going to take the Mississippi State UMass under.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think UMass will be able to score a point on a SEC defense.
That's what happened the last time they played an SEC defense.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then I don't know that they'll win this game, but I'm going to take Pitt and the points.
Okay.
7. I'm going to take Pitt and 7.5 points
I think it's gonna.
versus SMU.
I think it's gonna be a tough game for both.
It's going to be a
Oh,
good
I
game.
agree.
It's
It'll
a
be a
prime
good
time
game.
game.
It is 7 p.m.
It is prime time. I got a couple other ones here.
Okay.
Remaining with my Bobcats to defeat the University of Lafayette Raging Cajuns -3.
Did the Bobcats cover for you last weekend?
No, I don't think they did.
Oh, okay. I didn't see.
I don't think they did.
They're going to do it this week, Jeremy.
They're gonna do it
But
this week.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Lock it in.
I'm taking Clemson, and that's a total fade of Tyler Shuck. So on Louisville. So that's all that is.
Okay.
Let's see. I got TCU at +3 against Baylor. I don't know. I'm still just having a hard time believing Baylor's good enough to really win. I guess they beat Oklahoma State, but I think Oklahoma State's garbage. But I don't know. I just feel like TCU's coming off a lot of energy after that crazy ass win when they beat us. I mean, I can't tell you how many people came up to me on Saturday night and were like, "Man, y'all won." I was like, "No, we lost." Everybody's like, "I quit watching it. Y'all were beating them so bad." I was like, "No, we fucked that up." So
I did too. I was one of those people. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I'm taking the Tech over because we are at 57 because we are still incapable of stopping people on defense. I'm taking Arizona State at -1 because Oklahoma State is just bad. And I'm taking Navy over Rice at 12.5 on a redemption play after they got their ass beat by Notre Dame. So,
Rice got their coach fired.
oh, he got fired?
Yes.
Over the weekend.
Over the weekend.
Wow.
And
sometimes when the coaches get fired, they end up covering the next week. So that's new information. I'm going to have to rethink this pick.
I initially took Navy, and then I considered that, and I kind of drew a line through it.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pull that one off the board. New information.
Yeah.
Maybe like a supplemental.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little on your blog somewhere.
Yeah.
On your blog somewhere.
And my last game, I'm taking Ohio State at -4 over Penn State. I still just don't think Penn State is. I think they're very overrated, number 4 or 5, whatever they are. So taking Ohio.
Yeah, they've
State.
never got over this hurdle right here.
No. So that's what I got.
Nice.
So, well, I know you.
Okay,
I know you're
guys.
busy, Mersace. So go do Mersace things. So.
Yes, I'll be real estating. Y'all have a great day.
See ya. All right. News. You got some news, Will?
Yeah, what's newsing?
What's newsworthy?
Hillwood, developer of the 27,000-acre Alliance, Texas area, and partners are building a $262 million smart port at the site on the north side of Fort Worth, hoping to amp up its already bustling inland port and bolster the region's supply chain. So, they've got that.
They're putting in a dry port.
Yeah.
What is a dry port?
Term.
That's a term of the week. We'll save that for later.
Of the $262 million total price tag, $96 million is expected to be private investment. The project was the only one selected in Texas by U.S. Department of Transportation's Infrastructure for Rebuilding America grant program. Oof. I'm not sure what it means, but it sounds like just they're trying to maybe beef up the rail yard there. So they're showing me a rail yard right now on the photos from the Dallas Business Journal.
That looks like logistics.
Yes.
Supply chain.
iOS. So they are long on North Fort Worth. I'd like to be too. Next on the list is another shrewd investment made by HEB. HEB LP continues to expand in the Metroplex. It's bought a site on the east side of the region for a potential future grocery store. 25 acres in far east Mesquite. This is it's on 20, it looks like, but kind of out by Heartland, which is on the way to Forney. So not quite. Well, I guess Forney's on 80, but yeah, in Heartland. No plans on what's going to happen there. There's been no indication if this is just buy and sit or buy and we're going to quickly put up a box. So, but they are active. And then finally, the Cotton Bowl renovation contract could get bigger. I didn't know. There's an $8.12 million renovation already approved.
$8.21 million?
$8.12 million.
It doesn't even sound like a lot of money anymore.
No.
What can you do with that? Paint it?
Maybe if you've got my underwriting skills. Hold on one second. Work on the stadium began in March. It's $140 million upgrades, including concession stands and adding 14 escalators. So I am incorrect. But earlier said the firm could be provided up to an additional $336,000, increasing the contract to roughly $8 million. So it sounds like we got about $140 million worth of work going on down at the Cotton Bowl. So
That's cool.
get a little refresh there.
I got something here I thought was kind of interesting.
Okay.
I guess I guess this whole Texas stock market thing, is it like a foregone conclusion it's coming to Dallas? Like,
I thought, yeah.
so anyways, it says Cousins tosses hat in Y'all Street with $138 million office loan buy. So they bought the note for St. Ann Court, an uptown office Dallas building, and it's, it's a half a mile from Goldman's future home. It bought the loan for $138 million, and Cousin paid for it with cash and a $58 million draw on its line of credit facility. They purchased it from KKR. Harwood developed it and still owns it. And let's see, the St. Ann Court spans 320,000 feet, putting the debt at $431 per square foot. It's built in 2009 and designed by Los Angeles-based Shimoda Design Group.
Is there something going on?
It's about a quarter of a mile from the Crescent. And let's see, the Dallas version of the flight to quality office trend. Let's see. Flight to quality. Y'all Street, Texas answers to Wall Street is taking shape in Uptown with the development of the North End, a Hunt Realty project that will include a $500 million campus for Goldman Sachs. And Parkside, Uptown, a Pacific Elm building that will house Bank of America. So I guess it's like, it's like, this isn't really, I guess they're just calling it Y'all Street because all the banks are going there. But
Yeah.
that we don't really have the stock market agreeing to. We don't really have the stock market agreeing to go in there. I guess that's what's happening.
I haven't stopped kind of tracking it after Abbott did his deal.
Yeah. What did he do?
They did like a big press conference about it a couple of weeks ago.
This is kind of interesting.
Mm.
Charles Cohen.
Yep.
He's a billionaire movie mogul dude.
Yep.
He took out a $187 million loan from Fortress, and they're going after his ass on a personal guarantee for that much.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of leverage.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't like that.
Well, what else?
That's it. I'm just looking at the 5-year treasury, man. Like, we're not.
It's not coming down, people.
Well, and I'm looking at it compared to where was that before 2008, and we're like trending before. Looks very similar for fall of 2007, fall of 2008. We're actually still lower.
Well,
So, and if you go back into the late 90s, we were in the high single digits, low double digits.
so, I mean, election day is next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, we're T-minus a week out from either Donald J. Trump or Kamala.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I'll tell you what was interesting. Did you see Anderson Cooper just get after Kamala?
Yeah. It was a flop.
Like, I thought that's like home team, and
Dude.
he was all up in her. He was like, but you're going to build a wall. But,
Yeah.
word salad, as they say. But, yeah, I was kind of shocked. He was.
Should be a softball. Home team.
Home team. Wasn't so friendly. So.
Did you watch any of the MAGA rally last night in Madison Square Garden?
No.
Oh, dude.
Was it off the chain?
Off the chain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then MSNBC was calling it trying to allude a resemblance to like a Nazi rally in 1937, 85 years later. And you're like, I think they had flags with swastikas and people, doing the Heil Hitler salute and stuff in there. That's not going on right now. Like,
Yeah. They
crazy.
just do whatever they can.
But Tony Hinchcliffe was on there just roasting.
What did he say? What did you put up? What
It was he basically made some allusion that like all the celebrities
that are supporting the Democratic Party, it's all starting to look like a Diddy party.
Yes. I don't care who you favor. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that is totally funny.
Funny. But that's it.
All right, well, go make a real estate deal. Don't quit because the year's almost over. Don't be a wimp.
Remember to vote, and remember who owns real estate in that vote.
Word. Peace out.